Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Extreme Desert Challenge series. So, just a little reminder, as we left off, Santiago was heading to trade with everyone on our way home, and we had a big bug problem. So one of the things I'm going to do immediately about this bug problem is set a lot more fire. Well, actually, I'm going to tell Milla to stop taking shots on enemy bugs, and then set a lot more fire. And the reason for the fire is so that we can cause hyperthermia, otherwise known as heat stroke, a little bit faster. I'm also going to add a lot of spots to repair, because we're going to need more repairing than what we have currently queued up. And then additionally, I'm going to send my guys to build somewhat of a Alamo wall, I guess, as you could call it. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and assign everyone to much higher priority of construct. Alright, the reason Omni broke that wall is I need a little wall here too. There we go. Mudge here is going to basically try to set the floor right in front of him on fire. Because once I piss off these bugs, which will be any second now, they're going to be flooding to attack me. And I want to be ready for it. Come on. I just want to start to get that section of... Okay, here they come. We were keeping this open. Let's definitely close this. And Milla, you're the repairer. Now anyone coming to melee this wall here is going to get fried and hopefully spread the fire around. Omni, I'm going to have you join over here. Yeah, as you can see, they're not going to be able to bash that wall very easily. Mudge, you're going to repair that, or build that. I'd rather have my good constructors be the ones that build, but repairing can be left to anyone. Obviously, the better you are at building, the faster you are going to be repairing. This wall looks pretty good, actually. So, Quell, have you break down this right here. Omni switching sides. Eventually, the left side is going to get some love, too. Construction of 1. Construction of 0. Construction of 0. Man, these guys don't construct at all. O'Connell, you do, right? A little bit? 1. Okay. That's a bit of a challenge. Mudge, you're going to switch sides. Some of them are catching fire. These walls aren't impervious necessarily. Omni, let's have you build real quick. How's this doing over here? 90 and 96. They're so solely focused on the right side that the left side is getting a wee bit of a pass, which is good. So Omni's building backup walls. Milla, I have no idea why you'd think that leaving is a good idea. Alright, Mr. Mudge. Philly. In case of a breach, go. Earth, same deal. O'Connell, same deal. Jay, you're useless. You're always useless, so that's not new news. They've been bashing this corner piece, which is token and doesn't matter at all, which is cool. They've also been bashing this one down here, so I'm going to go repair that. Mudge, you are gonna run right there, buddy. Alright, so the backup walls are getting built. These walls are holding pretty well. As soon as Omni gets up there, it should be fine. All the bugs that are trying to attack these walls are like burning to death. Milla actually out-repaired the damage that they were doing to the walls. Soon, I think, their heat stroke levels... it's starting to climb. Alright, Omni, let's have you be the super repairer here. On the wall that's taking a lot of hits. I'm trying to gauge on whether I have to fall back or not. I don't think I have to yet, but yet is a tricky word. Well, it would be swell if you would finish up what you're doing. Alright, pop this door open. And then close it on the way out. Everyone's going back up. Oh, look! They lost interest. That's interesting. It's like they smelled you through the wall. They eventually busted through it, but not really quite in time to do much damage on the other side. So we're still good. We still have them held. Mudge, your major break. You can go home. These walls held. This is part of their heat chamber now, so let's just cancel that. Actually, I don't want anyone doing any of that. In fact, let's remove the home zones. Let's fall back a little bit to the backup walls. I'm glad I got backup walls. And these buggers should be, yeah, they're pushing a little bit more heat stroke. Milla, you can go home. Maybe not that way, though. Yeah, okay, you corrected. Because we're sort of out of the woods, I'm going to have everyone that isn't repairing leave. I can just have Roman and Omni sort of man it for now. They're attacking a wall that doesn't even matter. They can attack these, but once again, don't even matter. Roman's destroying this door so that he can switch doors quickly. In fact, we're going to need a... They're just showing way more of a eastward attention than anything else. It's not to say they don't attack these doors, but far less often. Alright, heat stroke's getting serious. They're getting a little rowdy again. The fire does have additional fuel. It didn't really spread. Someone asked me, actually, why... Okay, I thought I was going to be able to send you all home, but I can't. They're still pounding my walls. Jenny, get back there, too. Where are you going? Where are these camels going? Camels. You should be home inside. Or animals. I definitely screwed that up at some point. I don't remember screwing that up so badly. Jenny. We're so good at repairing this thing that they literally walk away. Earth. Oh, they busted through the... Okay. I see what's going on. They just busted through the door, unfortunately, which opened up the cavern a lot, which means that the heat stroke is going to be... No, it's still hot enough to climb. Okay. At least it's still hot enough to climb. It dropped a bit, but as long as it's still climbing, we're good. Oh, they're starting to pass out. They are starting to pass out. So, this is my chance. Let's get in there and start making memories. Mudge, you are a madman. Alright, Quell, get in there. Now, they will replicate, so I definitely don't want to pass this opportunity up for too long. Alright, you are a madman. I'm just gonna make you punch the hives down. It's, as we're standing in the doorways here, we're definitely also letting out some temperature. So, Mudge, let's get you to quickly light some additional fires. Philly, get out of the door. Quell. This is so weird. Alright, Mudge, you're excused, I think. What I'll have you do is haul some insect jelly. This is a very weird way of going about this. But I kind of like it. There's a finality to it that I am enjoying. Like, you come into my turf, I'll melt you, and then beat you until you're dead. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too dark. So the hives are starting to reproduce. Not anytime super soon, but I shouldn't dally about clearing them all out. I'm also sort of trying to focus the mega spiders as well a little bit. And of course, this temperature, how's their heat stroke? Extreme. This temperature might be acceptable to the bugs as well at some point. I have to make sure that I'm not decreasing in temperature. So, keep on bashing and killing. You picked most certainly the wrong neighborhood to spawn in. Gonna have Romans stand here and actually put fires out, which seems weird. Where's Quell? Fire's actually spreading better than I thought it would. No way I'm letting you reproduce. Alright, who's still unconscious over here? Oh, you found it. The ranged people can probably go home. Oh, rescue? Melee. And ranged people, when you go home, I forgot the caveat. If you're headed home, you're grabbing an armful of jelly. I know. I didn't state that ahead of time. It might not be fair to assume that you do it now, but them's the rules. Are we hiveless? I think we are. So the remainder is just killing these bugs that's... I don't want to rescue you. These bugs that they need bashing. Now, certain bugs, like this Speleopede, I think because it's hiveless, is tameable. Not that I really want a Speleopede. I don't know why I would, but it's possible to have as a pet. I don't know why that one over the others. As for work, we'll fix the construction. We don't need people doing it that are bad at it. Now these ones over here are going to pop back up eventually. Time is of the essence. I didn't set a big enough fire to keep them out forever because I wanted to be able to work in here as well, you know? So I gotta start bashing them. You'd think it'd be faster, right? You'd think, no matter how crazily huge they are, if they're unconscious and just sort of laying here, they don't pose that much of a threat, right? But no, they take a beating. They really do. Yeah, see, one's up. Yeah, they're starting to get up. Not enough that really concerns me all that much. They're also super heat-stroked, so they're not even really all that difficult of opponents, but I think these Speleopedes, yeah, they're sort of aimless. No, don't eat my jelly. That's my jelly. You might have made it, but you just a bee. I'm the beekeeper. Let's do this the quick way. The allow all. Oh, their first hit. Congratulations. Look at this little scarab going like, no, not me. Splat. Well, the squealing is over, as are the bugs. I think I got them all. Nothing's registering on wildlife, but it wouldn't necessarily register on wildlife anyway, would it? Alright, well that was very taxing for Omni here. But guess what? I can do some drugs. I can eat some nice food. I can relax and recreate, and we're back to normal. Mostly. Roman, why didn't... Oh, you are eating. Okay. Some drugs, some beer. You also need to get patched up. You're bleeding. You probably don't need... well, I guess that's herbal. Hell, I was the one that made you bleed. I'll clean it up. Feel pretty good about that fight. Pretty darn good. Now we have a bit of a haul problem. So I'm just going to set them all to super haul. And we will get the bodies put away pronto, so that we can feed ourselves for days to come on wonderful bug-related dining. Senti, how much progress have you made? Not much, but hey, can't complain. You are my trading gopher now. There's a lot of bodies. Now, a lot of these jellies can go straight into more trades. At least that's the intention. Oh, look. Getting the beer brewed. I think we did a pretty good job, all things considering. I'm glad I made some backup walls and doors. I'm obviously going to need to invest in shrinking some of these zones here. I think I'll start to do that. Well, we have a door there, so that shrinks that down. We have a door here, and we don't have one here. We'll put this one back. That shrinks that down. Alright, that shrinks that down. Just preemptively sort of preparing for future insects. Look at the moods. How fast they sprung back. I guess not facing insect apocalypse makes you happy. Moral of the story right there. That was a lot of buggies, though. That was a lot of them. All right, Santiago's out of food, but we calculated it pretty well. She's where she needs to go. She just got there. And she has a little bit of food left over, or a little bit of silver left over, so she can buy, let's see, 50 pemmican is probably enough. Now, they will buy insect jelly off of me. So, with that in mind, we will ask everybody to load up this insect jelly and send it to her. Okay, so finished loading. Let's launch to the caravan, not as a gift. All right, so she's overweight in mass now. This is more silver than they can afford. It's more weight than I can afford to carry. I can always, at this time, probably send a camel with this if I need to. I'm tempted to buy wood. And if I buy wood, I'm going to definitely need to send camels. I'm tempted to buy wood because we use it often. Oh, well, they have camels too. But I don't want them breeding. I don't want more camels. So I'm going to buy 300 wood. And then head back here and send my camels. I don't think they both can fit into one pod. No, they can't. They're about as heavy as one pod. Outdoor temp is 143. That should be acceptable camel temperature, which is possibly one of the weirdest sentences I ever said. All right, so Pudge and Mudge is ready, and we will give to the caravan. It also means that we have far less days of food, but that's fine. We're making our way home. We are actually mobile, and it worked out almost perfectly for mass. I'll pretend like I meant to do that, like a total badass, but obviously you all know the truth. Truth is, you can't plan for that kind of accuracy. You just can't. Well, no, you can. I don't. I just roll with it. Okay. And, well, yeah. We just got raided by mechs. Okay. I don't know where they're landing. They're landing everywhere. That was part of the attack. So, I'm going to have all my people group up tightly. And maybe towards the kill box. I don't know why I dismissed these messages so quickly. So they are all podding down. So we have what? 3 centipedes in the west. Are they all centipedes? Ah, they're all centipedes. Centipede. Normally, I would say, let's go melee bash them. But I think there's only 5 of them. And I think I did just install a really nice defense system of crazy cool slug turrets. So how about we just let the crazy cool slug turrets slug it out with them? I think that seems like totally reasonable. Use automated defenses. Because, yeah, I could send people, but I guess only the last one is incendiary, so that's good. These slug turrets are just going to make such quick work of these things, especially because they all landed sort of separately. The first 2 coming through the door are just going to be slain, like, immediately. All right, Santi, you're resting? Okay, that's fine. Really? That fast? Boom. Right to the head. That's how we do it in this community. What are y'all doing down here? Oh, yeah, we allowed all, and some ramifications of doing allow all are that things that we really did want forbidden becomes unforbidden. So I did also want to go over, now that I have the crazy insects done, Daniel Race and Jenko Zwar mentioned I still do have my trade beacon inside, so let's fix that definitively. Man, these centipedes are real dangerous, huh? Oh, this thing's blind. It has no light sensors anymore. Sight none. Literally doesn't know where it's going. Okay. And the amount of uranium we used is reasonable. It's reasonable for the fact that we literally didn't have to fight that at all. That was a big advantage of those turrets. So I know they're all on super haul duty. Oh, O'Connell, that's not your bed. This is... They're all on super haul duty, and that's fine. I still have stuff to haul. So they're rearming. So there was a micro patch, and now they're rearming not all 60 to put uranium back in, which is great. That was a bug that we had discovered together, and we have definitely fixed as a result. One of the reasons I have forbidden the elephant meat is because it's going to spoil almost instantly. So instead of having it spoil, I'm just going to carry the stove in there and make food that way. Maybe once we get through our current log. Well, here's... No, actually... None of this lavish has been made with elephant meat, so I'll just, when I'm working on lavish, I'll just grab the lavish food from out here. So what I'll do is the insect meats will be stored here. All the other meat, yeah, it's all set up. The high meat should be higher, but because it's going to spoil if I even let it leave, we'll just keep it there. That's totally a reasonable solution, in my opinion. All right. The camels and Santiago arrived at Elegance with a lot more silver. And what do you got for me? You have a liver, a stomach, sort of scratching my head here. You got nothing. You got nothing. You got like a uranium potted plant. I don't. How much does that cost? 170? Screw you guys. It's too expensive. I'll buy the hyperweave because I love hyperweave. Buy some simple meals because they're cheap. It keeps. They're actually not that cheap. You guys suck. Simple meals. Why are you so expensive? I mean, I know we're in the extreme desert. I guess it doesn't make sense from a role-playing standpoint why they'd be so expensive, but I feel like I'm getting ripped off. So I won't buy them. I'll just enter home a little hungry. I don't like Jay or his sister. Actually, I do like Santiago. I just wish that she got along with Omni a little bit better. So when she's out of the base, Omni's happy. When she's back in the base, they ain't so happy. Looking at their needs, yeah, she's fine. Oh, I like the surplus of beer we got going on. Clearly the amount of hops I'm growing is working. Well, everyone, that's about all the time I have. So I hope you all enjoyed this beautiful episode of Roasty Toasty Bug Bashing. If you have any questions for me, drop me a line. If you have any feedback or just want to chat, hop on Discord, man. It's pretty easy to chat with me there. I'm on there all the time, ready to have discussions or whatever. If you ever wanted to talk to me or suggest things or whatever, that's the place to do it. Thank you all for watching. I love all the feedback I've been getting on this series, and I hope you tune in next time. Adios.